Hello and welcome. I'm Brent Cook, the Director of Product Management for Summon, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about our next quarterly release for Summon, which will be available in November 2018. So as I mentioned, the November release is coming up. It will be available on November 7th in production. 2 weeks prior to that, there will be a preview available from October 24th until the 7th. This release will include a variety of customer requests and system enhancements. We begin the entire release process at the beginning of the year with the release of our roadmap. We take into consideration feedback directly from customers through the idea exchange, through direct outreach, and then through the coordinated work with the Summon Working Group. We build that roadmap, and then we lay it out for the year. Just after our last release in August, we began development on this November release, and is now available for release again on November 7th. There are a variety of improvements and bug fixes in the November release. The 3 major features you'll see as part of this release will be the new advanced autocomplete, course reserves for Summon over Alma customers, and Microsoft OneDrive support for saved searches. Now let me show you a little bit more details about each of those. Currently on your site, you have an autocomplete that's based on searches across all of Summon system-wide. The new enhanced autocomplete will continue to use that same base of Summon searches to provide recommendations for characters or letters typed into the search box. In addition, though, you'll get recommendations based specifically on your institution and the popular searches at your institution. So the autocomplete will pull from the ones popular at your institution first. We'll supplement those with search terms that are popular throughout Summon. And then finally, you'll also have the option to include recommendations from Topic Explorer, Best Bets, or Database Recommender as part of this autocomplete. So that when your user types, if those features are available on your search results, they'll also be presented as part of the autocomplete. That way, we hopefully get the patron to the content or the information they want and need more quickly. This is opt-in, so you will need to activate it or turn it on to replace the current autocomplete with this new advanced autocomplete. Next, for our Summon over Alma customers, we have some course reserve improvements. In the past, you were able to find course reserve materials on the Summon search result by using facets to limit by course ID, description, or instructor, also looking at the metadata on individual records to find information of course reserves there. Now, with the November release, you'll also have the ability to browse course reserve materials. There'll be a separate tab at the top of the page once you activate this functionality via Alma and Summon. And then once you go to this page, you'll be able to browse course reserves by course ID, description, or instructor name. And you'll be able to sort by these as well. In addition, as you type into the search box at the top, you can also search for specific course IDs, descriptions, or instructors as well. Next, we've added Microsoft OneDrive support for saved searches. Back in May of this year, we added the ability to save searches on a per session basis, so you could save to a temporary page during your browser session and save as many searches as you'd like, go back to them, use them again, edit them, delete them. And if you'd like to have them for longer than that session, if you don't want them to clear out after you finish your browsing session, then you could sign into Google and add those to your Google Drive and save those for a later session. So the second, third, or fourth time you come back to your site and you want to pull in those saved searches, you could log into Google and get those searches back. As of the November release, we'll also add Microsoft OneDrive support. So you'll still be able to do a session-based save searches, so have them only during that one session, and as soon as you log out, you lose them. Or now you can sign in to either Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive to save them past that single session. This is fully configurable by you, so if you'd like to give your users one or the other, or both Microsoft OneDrive and Google Drive as an option, you certainly can. Finally, I'd like to cover just a few frequently asked questions we have. Again, as a reminder, when's the release? It will go live on November 7th. Can we preview changes before activating? Yes, you can. As I mentioned, 2 weeks prior to the release, from October 24th to November 7th, you will be able to go into a special preview environment to see the changes before they go into production. Will these summon improvements automatically go live for my end users on November 7th? No. Again, you'll need to activate these. And if you want to see them in the preview environment, you'll need to go into the admin console and turn them on there to see them in the preview. And then once the release moves into production, you'll need to turn them on again there as well. So if you experiment within the preview environment, those changes won't follow into production. You will need to go and turn on the features that you decide that you like in production once they go live November 7th. What about custom scripts I've implemented? We always recommend that you go back and check custom scripts. We haven't made any changes in this release that should impact or make any changes to your scripts required. However, it's always good to check. There may be things that exist within your code that we're unaware of. So please take those 2 weeks and test out any kind of customizations you've done on your Summon site. And that's the November quarterly release for 2018. Again, it will be live on November 7th with a preview starting on October 24th. If you have any questions or any feedback, please let me know. Thanks, and have a good day.